Okay, this is the end of summer garden update. It's September. These peppers, over the summer, they got like, I want to call it heat stroke. They literally turned to like crap. They were like twigs. I wound up pruning them all the way down and they did come back to life. So I'm hoping, that must be the mailman, that's why the dog's barking. I'm hoping with the cooler temperatures and the less, 100-degree sun beating on them, they are starting to get some peppers. So I'm hoping I'll have better luck. So we'll see. A lot of the plants just totally got like massive heat stroke and died. So I'm just going to throw them out. I do have some stuff left. The roses look like they may do a second bloom over here. I'm not sure. Okay, here's the ratchet tomatoes. They're still producing red. These are like the Roma tomatoes. But yeah, you could see like they're on their way out. It's only 70 degrees here today, but last week we were like in 100 and I wasn't home. I was away for a few days, so whatever shriveled up, shriveled up. So I'll just pick the rest of the red ones and yeah, just dump the pot. I'm done. This turned into, I'm embarrassed to even show it, a weeded hot mess. I mean, there's some plants in there, but it just got too hot and I kind of just gave up on it. So it is what it is, but I will pull some of the other pots that aren't too bad out, and then the rest I have to snip down, prune, and throw out. Right now it's not bloomed. They close up, but this is all morning glories, and they are these big purple ones, and there's hundreds of them, and it basically took over everything over here. And then I'm going to show you some more. For the most part, this is like I have sage here that I will cut up and smudge. You could dry it and burn. You could smudge your house with it. That's some sage. I have over here, why am I drawing a blank? Anyway, I'll fill it in. I'm forgetting the name. Oh, Delilah's. This was a pot that I had bought on clearance early in the spring. It's like, after, by the end of the summer, it's seen better days, so they're like on their way out. My hydrangea over here never bloomed. Don't know why. Maybe it was a baby. I don't know. But it is what it is. Over here, I have some impatiens that took off really big. Some black-eyed Susans. This is not looking too good, my geranium. But I can go, I've already deadheaded it twice and it comes back. So we'll see if I get a third one. Yeah, this stuff just like took over, and somewhere in here is an apple tree. But these morning glories just went rampant. Oh, here's one open. You could kind of see the color of them. But anyway, they are beautiful in the morning. They stay open till about 10 o'clock. Then they just, whatever. Yeah, dun da da. Okay, it doesn't look like anything now because it's already bloomed. But this was all milkweed, which made beautiful pink flowers. And the monarchs came and laid all their little eggs. And I noticed, oh, here's one. See? I've already picked, see this little caterpillar here? Yeah, those are monarchs. They will now have, turn into monarch butterflies. I've already picked about 30 caterpillars, and I put them in a container, like a big hanging container with mesh. And then I come out here daily and pick fresh leaves to feed them, and in about 9 to 11 days I'll have monarch butterflies. And I think this year I got the most. I have about 30 caterpillars, but I can't cut any of this down because this is what I have to still feed the caterpillars. So that's why it kind of looks like a weeded disaster. But I had to do this because I knew when I saw the monarchs about 3 weeks ago, they were laying their eggs here. And a way you can tell is, I don't see it now, I kind of disturbed it all. You'll see poop, like little brown blobs of poop, dry poop, and that's how you know you have caterpillars somewhere feeding. And then usually they do hide underneath the leaves. But it is good that I did come out here and find them all yesterday. I found about 30 because there is a hurricane coming, and with rain and wind they'll fall to the floor and die, and we'll lose all the monarchs. So I do try to help out the monarch population. That's why I plant this every year. And yeah, so I'll show you the little caterpillar exhibit thing I got going. And it's really fun to watch. The kids enjoy it, and you get to see them turn into a chrysalis and then them hatch. It's quite amazing. It takes about 9 days or so. But, oh, here's another one. Here is another one. I got to come out here and get those two before the storm comes. Oh, here's the poop I was talking about. See the little brown thing? That's how you know you got poop. So, okay, let's go over here real quick. Yeah, so anyway, this is the the rest of this garden. Yeah, there's weeds in here. I'm kind of like done for the season. I don't even care anymore. I'll just let those 2 tomatoes ripen up. I do have some kale growing in there. I wound up picking it. I made kale chips, and then that was it. So I don't even know why I grow half this stuff. But my basil's still looking okay, and there's just a few tomatoes. These black-eyed Susans did real well. These over here died, shriveled up and croaked. Over here, the strawberries are done. The tomatoes, there's still some big green ones to ripen still, so I'll let them keep going. I have a lot of cherry tomatoes to still pick. And then somewhere in there are some pepper plants. Once I start to pick these and cut them out, the pepper plants will emerge, and they're a fall crop anyway. This is my raspberry bush, which is like growing pretty well. Then over here are my figs, and the figs are late. So I probably won't have any till maybe another 2 or 3 weeks, but can you see the figs? Yeah. I don't even eat these. I grow them. Don't know why I even bother growing them. I guess because it's kind of a cool plant. But I wind up giving them away to my... Oh, here's some figs. Oh, crap. I got to come pick them. That one's ready. Yeah, I got to come out here and pick those. So there is a few figs ready. But anyway, those are my figs. My grapes, yeah, didn't have no luck with them once again. And the blueberries are done. Strawberries are done. Some more big, look, I got some really big green ones ready to go. So they just got to ripen up. I have a few more green ones in here, so we'll let them just continue growing. So these are the potatoes. They're about ready to be picked. You can see when the things start turning yellow and thinning out and getting more twig-like, that's when they're ready to be picked. I'll give them about another 3 weeks or so, and then I'm going to harvest the potatoes. And then this is my hydrangea, which for some reason, I don't know if it's because I trimmed it in the spring, but then we had like this frost in May and June, and that's how I lost all my peaches and stuff. So I think that kind of had a problem, because I got only one bouquet of flowers from the hydrangea. I was really pissed. But what are you going to do? My roses did really well. They came back again. I pruned them, and that's done. And then over back there, if you could see, is my butterfly bush and my hot pink crepe myrtle. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The rest of my garden, I kind of let the weeds grow. I don't even want to put it on camera. It's pretty pathetic. It was just too hot, and I kind of just gave up on it. But anyway, you see this little hole under here? Guess who lives under there? Chippy the chipmunk. Yep, that's my Chippy. And over here is just like the hosta and black-eyed Susans and some vine stuff that grew. So this is pretty much, I let it turn to seed because I get these cute little yellow finches that come eat them. So once that's all done, then and they die off in about another month, I'll clean this all out. And these were zinnias that I had planted by seed. They're pretty much, oh, they may have a few more weeks. And then there's some sage and then a weed. Yeah, so whatever, it is what it is. There's Cody. Yeah. And then over here are just hollyhocks. And what hollyhocks do is they bloom a nice plant, but then you don't get the flower till the following season. So those are hollyhocks. Blueberries are done. Blueberries are all done. And then these are drift roses. Maybe I'll get a little bit more blossom out of it. I may have to do some more pruning. This tree went crazy. I gotta trim this baby. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the garden. We're pretty much done. And whatever is toast is toast. And over the next few weeks I'll be cleaning everything out. And I don't know if I'm gonna do a fall garden or not. It depends how much with the school, if I'm busy and crazy. But there is some season left still to the tomatoes that I gotta pick, and then the peppers and the figs. Has anybody been seeing their hummingbirds? My hummingbirds disappeared about 2 weeks ago. I have not seen my hummingbirds, which I find odd. And they were very sporadic this year. Like, they came late. They only stayed a few weeks. I did get the male and the females. And then over the last 2 weeks, I have not seen my hummingbirds. And I don't know if they left already or they just don't want to feed over here. Very strange year for my hummingbirds. So anyway, and let me show you my chickens. They're starting to molt their feathers, which means the seasons are shifting. So they're getting all their winter feathers in. So you're going to see like feathers all over the place in here. So this one here is a barred rock. That one right there is an Americana. The one next to her right here, this brown one, is another Americana. Those two lay blue and green eggs. This one lays brown. And that one back there, oh darn it, I forget the name of that one. But see how it has feathers on her feet? My son knows the name of that one. We used to have 2 of everything, and then we had a couple of a raccoon attack one year, and what are those stupid things? An opossum attack one year. So we lost 2. 2 got injured. This little girl here, it got her beak ripped off, but she still eats. She's very timid. She's our oldest hen. We've had her the longest. But yeah, the egg production has slowed down. They're getting ready for the fall. And that one got, the brown one, that one got clawed and bit by the raccoon, and I nursed her back to health in the house. I thought she was gonna die, but I had used some like horse medication from the local farmer and on her wounds, and she did really well. So she did survive, thank God. Yeah, so these are my little hens, but you can see all the feathers everywhere. Yeah, it's pretty much a mess. I have to clean all back there. Now that it's cooled off, I can come out and, you know, I like to wear pants and stuff so I don't get bit by bugs. It was just too hot, but now that the weather's starting to cool, I can get out here and really clean up and come out here with the leaf blower and clean everything up for the winter. Get ready for the fall. Right, girls? You want a treat? You want some oatmeal? They love oatmeal. Want oatmeal? Yeah? You want some oats? Yeah. So, anyway, that's it for my end of the season tour. The rest of my yard needs to be cut, and like that's a mess over there. My sunflower fell on the floor. So anyway, thanks for watching, and talk to you all soon. Bye.